welcome back to my channel. It's a wish haul, apparently. These sheets looked very interesting, so I got them. They didn't look expensive, but they amounted to like £7, which is Also, they come in 2 packages. I don't know why. They were nice though. Exactly what they said they were going to be. I tried a pen. I didn't wait long enough, so it smudged. The pencil though performed perfectly. I think pencil is one I would use on these. And then I tried a water-based marker. It really sucks. And then an Ecoline water-based marker. It was slightly better, but not much. And then I tried alcohol marker by Crayola. It didn't smudge, but damn did it bleed. And there's an acrylic marker. If I wait like 10 minutes, maybe it'll work, but you know, who has time for that? The pencil did the best, and possibly alcohol markers. I've always wanted to try these. I've just been scared to do it. I also said it was free, apart from the shipping, which was £1.50 British pounds. I don't know why it says pounds. I'm not in Britain. So these scared me because I'm not a delicate person. Never been, never will be. That's not because I'm particularly strong. I'm just not delicate. It was terribly difficult to deal with this. Help! Put it safely away before I do any more damage. Yeah, and I've always wanted to try this. Lately I've want to try one of these pens. It was about £6, and I could have sworn it was black, but when I look back at the pictures now, it is purple. It is my own fault. My black soul was not pleased, but I'm gonna have to deal with it. As you can see, I'm a total noob at this, so I was just trying to figure out how to fill the pen. If I have to buy ink, special ink cartridges to put in, or if I can fill it with my own ink. And apparently, as you can see here, it is something you can fill yourself, which I was very pleased to see. And I've been looking at these for so long, and I'm like, I don't need that many pens. What do I want? What? I have pens, but they got the best of me this time. They're so pretty, but damn, they were £11. You can also get them separate if you just want your own star sign, but I wanted the whole package. I'll talk more about this later, but there was a mishap with one of the packages. There was leakage. This one got leaked out. And what's up with this? It looks like it's been opened. Nothing seems damaged, it's just the tape. They're so pretty! And you know what? I kind of wanted to get an empty palette just to you know, put my paints in. It was £16, but look at this, look at this. It does not close at all. I'm just trying to figure out, like, is it too big? What's the deal? Is there something I can do to fix it? Okay, so these are stuck in there. You can't take them out. Do you see how small they are? There's barely any paint you can get in those, because they're so short in height. As you can see, I found a solution. Hell yeah. Yeah, it was too tight, but I fixed that too. So I saw this video of Gnissel. She had bought this kind of palette. It was different, but this one's very similar, and I just really want to try it out. So this one was also, it looks like it's been opened. What the fuck is up with these packaging from Wish? Nothing inside the package or inside this seemed damaged. It doesn't look used. Everything seemed to be okay, so I don't know what that's all about. This thing had hairs just in the weirdest places. And you can see the color coding at the bottom. Sort of. Okay, these caught my attention just because they look so damn beautiful. And it says it's handmade. I had to give it a shot. They weren't cheap though. But for some reason I got 2 of them. I can't remember buying 2, but I guess I did. The boxes are different colors, but the insides are the same. It's the same selection of colors. When I wrap them out of the paper, the paper makes them look so premium. And when I take them out of the wrappings, they look handmade, you can tell. So I was impressed by this thing. And the tin was really cute. I wanted some flat ones of these. So I thought, why not get a set? Haha. I don't know why though, I don't really like using these. I mean, it was fine, they were fine. They were not great quality or anything like that. I didn't know that other palette was gonna come on its own. Suddenly I have a lot. And then there were these. Look at that beautiful designs. I wanted them all, but you know, if you buy them all, that's expensive. So I got 3 kinds. the glue seemed fine, quite sticky. But the tape itself is slightly see-through, as you can see here. And you know what? These just really caught my eye. They look amazing. I'm not really one for glittery stuff. Somehow I just got bitten by the glitter bug. And it came with this brush and I'm like, oh my god, now I have way too many of these brushes. But I guess that it's a nice surprise. It didn't say it was gonna come with one. So as you can see, these are loose pans. You can easily put them in your own little tin. Not the one that I bought, obviously, because it has the ones that came with it was already stuck to it. I just wish they had color names. Okay, so the last item here. These look amazing, right? I mean, the colors look nice, so I bought the 12 set, which is supposed to be all the colors, right? It cost me £18, which is a pretty good price. But as you can see, it's not in its packaging. And there's not 12 of them. How can that be? And the names are in Chinese, so I have no idea what the names are. As you can see here, 2 of the bottles were just smashed to pieces, and it was red or pink. So on to the testing. The horoscopes or the signs, it's all on the caps there, and they all have different designs. They're all the same color, they're all the same size. There's no difference between them except the outside. I thought the pens were waterproof because I tested them with water and it didn't smudge. However, I found out later, just now actually, that they need to dry for a bit longer than I did. Let them dry. Some of these colors are very similar, and you know, you really don't need 42 colors, you can blend. And as I saw later, there's a palette at the bottom that you can use. I didn't really see it until afterwards. Now I must say that this paper in this book is not, it's mixed media paper, so it doesn't really handle pure water that well. Later I'll be showing how it looks on the watercolor paper. I didn't really like using the sponge very much because it just got saturated with water. And I didn't really... I don't know, it's too small. I just used paper instead. First glance, these masking tapes, they seem good, like they stick well. However, they did start to roll pretty fast, which is why I hate masking tape. But they were pretty! Now that could have something to do with all the water I have on this page. Okay, on to the inks, because that's what they are. They are ink bottles. It took me... It doesn't really say ink on the site, so it took me a little guesswork and a little research to find out it is ink. I'm not familiar with ink much myself. They're supposed to be glittery, but you have to shake the bottle first, and I forgot to do that, so only the last few you can see any sparkles in it. So another thing that I experienced was that I was supposed to get all the 12 different colors, but what happened is that I got 3 of the same pink and 2 of the same different pink. And then there were 2 bottles that were crushed, and those were both sort of pink, so it seems like they've given me a hell of a lot of pinks. And that kind of pisses me off, because I wouldn't bought the set. I would have bought them individually if I knew that's how it was gonna be. I did look at the reviews though, and it looks like others who bought the set got all the different colors. I don't know what happened. Maybe they were out of the other colors. Then they could have just cancelled it or messaged me, but that's not how they work, I guess. When they sent it to me, they just threw them all into a bubble envelope without any protection in between the bottles, and that's just a recipe for disaster. All the negatives aside, I actually really like these. They are so pretty. Here you can see the gold just lying in the bottom, so you have to shake it up. There you go. I'm no expert, but I love them. So I will be getting the last colors that I didn't get. Still though. These as well I will be testing on watercolor paper later. These are the same 3 ones. And then I got 2 of those. Okay, that was a bit of an orange one. Okay, here I'm on the watercolor paper with the inks. As you can see, they dry a little differently than watercolor, depending on how much water you add. Damn, they be looking beautiful, yo! I love them so much. Especially the sea green. You can see the sparkle. I decided to give them my own names because they didn't come with names, just Chinese names. I don't know Chinese characters or how to search for them on Google, so, you know. None of the items that I bought actually came with color names, apart from the 42 color palette, which had just like generic names, as you saw. So these two are about the same brush. I got that brush actually from Wish a few years ago. It's the exact same brush, so I decided to just use that instead of opening the new one. So here I'm trying them on the watercolor paper. Couldn't quite get the saturation right. And these also I named myself. Over to the handmade colors. So I really love blue, especially sea green, turquoise. So I'm over on the watercolor paper here, and you can really see how they shine. They shine a little more than the last one with the 12 colors in it. So these seem to be a little bit better quality, but the other one was good too. And I'm not experienced in watercolors. So of course I have to name these as well, because there's no names on these either. Here you see them all in the light. So I decided to try these two on the watercolor paper because it does act very differently on mixed media paper and on watercolor paper. I noticed that when I closed them while wet, they dried and then stuck to the one above it, as you can see. The colors themselves look very vibrant. I'm quite impressed. I mean, this is not what I expected at all. They're so vibrant. And of course with watercolors you can just add more water and you can get a more pastel color, so I feel like this is a win-win. I mean, if this is something you should really get if that's something you need. Definitely worth the price. But did I need 42 colors? No, I did not. Alright, so I decided it's time to fill this bloody pen. I just picked a random color. I regret choosing that color because it's a lot lighter than it. Yeah, you can see how light it is. So I tried this. This method, but that didn't work because it wasn't small enough. It didn't get in. So I found a different one that had a smaller nib that did get in. So everything was going so well. I'm like, yeah, it's and that happened. I overfilled it and it just exploded everywhere. I'm doing this right in front of my computer screen, so I was so worried. It was just all over my computer gear, but luckily it was okay. However, when I did try it, it didn't really work very well. I didn't realize then what I was doing wrong, but I did figure it out later, so you will see it later. So here I left it standing with the tip down for about a day, and it worked really well. I'm surprised, and it's great. And this was the smallest nib that I found. You can get over different sizes. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm gonna make something with all this stuff, but I have to do it in a different window because I don't have time right now, and it's a very long video at this point. Goodbye.